What is up, Raider fans? Man, tuning in to Wi-Fi Willie's YouTube channel, Wi-Fi Willie Raiders, where we talk about our favorite team and we try to get into the nitty-gritty and also just give you some real straight talk, man. I look at this like a talk show. To me, this channel is like the Ricky Lake of Raiders YouTube, or kind of like Montel Williams. We're not going to go full Jerry Springer, but we're probably going to go Ricky Lake or Montel Williams. So I wanted to say this, and I think, and a lot of people always tell me, Willie, stop talking about the Gruden thing. Willie, we got to move on from the Gruden thing. Willie. And I'm just like, look, I do not give an F. I do not give a F. I think this is a very important thing to talk about, and I'm going to keep talking about it. And here's the one thing that I'm going to say, because I don't want anybody to forget this. As we give other people credit, as I myself praise Rich Bisaccia, check out my other video. I'm praising Rich Bisaccia. This is still Jon Gruden's team. This is still his team, man. This is still the team that Jon Gruden built. Jon Gruden has his hands in every facet, in every area of this team. He signed the whole entire coaching staff. He gave every single one of those people a job. He fired individual people and replaced them. He fired one of his best friends in football, Paul Gunther, and did that just to bring in Gus Bradley. Yeah, I think he took a little too long to do it too. I will say that. But he made some big decisions to have a huge impact on this roster. It's really funny too. A lot of Raider fans do this. They always like to talk about the draft picks and crap on Gruden. But for some reason, we don't crap on Mike Mayock. It's like some Raider fans have it so twisted where they believe every bad draft pick was a Gruden decision and every good draft pick was a Mayock decision. I don't know how you twist that, because here's the facts. This is just common sense logic and reasoning. The 2019 draft, Mayock's first year. If you're Jon Gruden, you don't give this guy the full keys to the car the first year. You make the executive decision on a lot of these picks, and the 2019 draft was our best draft, hands down. And I believe Jon Gruden, we got rid of Reggie McKenzie, brought in Mike Mayock. I believe he let Mayock do some scouting and handle the scouting team, but I do not think it makes sense why he would give him the keys for his first rookie year as a GM in the NFL after never having done it before. Like, Gruden has been in the NFL for several years, so obviously he has experience in the draft room. Mayock had never actually been in a draft room prior to the 2019 season. So I truly believe that in 2019, Gruden was like, you know what, buddy? I'm going to make the final decision on a lot of this stuff, rookie, okay? And then in 2020, after the successful 2019 draft, I believe Gruden was like, you know what? Yo, it's your show, Mike Mayock. You're the GM. And I believe Mayock, obviously, in his second year, would have more executive power than in his first year. And the 2020 draft was a bad draft. It was not a good draft. Lynn Bowden, Tanner Muse, third-round picks. Wasted right now. And obviously, Ruggs and Arnett, I don't even want to talk about that. You know what I mean? It's just like, the best thing that came out of the 2020 draft was John Simpson, basically. And look, I just think with common sense logic, common sense reasoning, it makes sense that Gruden gave Mayock the keys more so in 2020 than 2019. That's just logic to me. And then in the 2021 draft, yes, we've improved, but I really do believe a lot of the 2021 picks were Gus Bradley picks. Look at Divine Diablo. Look at Malcolm Kuntz. And Nate Hobbs, of course. I believe Gus Bradley had an impact on the 2021 draft because I believe Jon Gruden would trust Gus Bradley because he's worked with him for so many years, and Gus Bradley is he's a head coach caliber coach, right? Like, he could, he's been around, right? So I believe he would give him some keys, and he had an influence, and that's why we had great defensive picks in 2021, really great defensive picks. And in 2020, Brian Edwards in the third round was a great pick. I don't know if that was Mayock or Gruden. But I do want to say, Gruden has his hands all over this team. And before we want to start giving other people credit, we got to give Jon Gruden credit. Now, I just talked about the roster that he built himself. The draft picks, Crosby, Renfro, digging deep for these guys, believing in these guys, and then paying off big dividends, right? And then I think just the scheme. I mean, look at this offense, how interesting this offense is, how complex it is, and how it's developed over the years, especially now that we're implementing this Mariota Taysom Hill inspired package. Gruden has his hands all over that. So when you look at this offense, you look at this roster, you look at this coaching staff, you got to still give my canceled guy credit. And I think it's messed up that the Raiders are finally going to the playoffs. And yeah, Gruden didn't make the playoffs, the first 3 years. And I'll go through each year and talk about why that didn't entirely work out in each of his seasons. But I just think, wow, to me, it made me sad when I saw the confetti drop in the stadium. And I was like, damn, Gruden's not here. And he put so much work into this team and believed in so many guys, and then he's not even allowed to celebrate with him. You have people who haven't even been part of this team for that long able to celebrate in the locker room, on social media, but then you got people like Gruden not able to even say a word, not able to say a peep because he's currently suing the NFL due to the hit job that they put out on him. And it to me, it's just jacked up. And I feel bad for Jon Gruden. And I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys think about this and say, man, like, he had such an impact on this, and he can't even celebrate with Derek Carr. And here's the biggest roster move. Here's the biggest roster move that Jon Gruden did in his tenure, which is that he never gave up on Derek Carr. He kept going with him. 2018, even I was before I was a YouTuber, even I thought, wow, like, is he going to get a QB? Like, is he going to trade up for Kyler Murray? Like, who knows, right? And then 2019, 2020, there's always rumors every single year. Is Tom Brady going to be a Raider? Is freaking... People got make up so many fake rumors. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone says, oh, is Mahomes going to be a Raider? Like that's how it's going at this point with this shitty-ass news. Like, seriously. But that's the biggest roster move that Gruden did, is he never gave up on Derek Carr. He stuck with him when everybody in the world told him not to, and everybody in the world tried to, I don't like using this term, but tried to gaslight our fans into thinking that he wants to move on from him. You just Google Gruden does not like Carr. You could find all kinds of lies and bullshit, right? But Gruden stuck with him, and look how it's paying off. Not only from a football standpoint, but look at how Derek Carr, he is Gruden. He is Gruden there in the locker room. Like everything bad that's happening, oh, we lost our coach. Well, we still have a coach in Derek Carr in a lot of ways. He's kept these people together. I mean, even the news, just the mainstream news is reporting this now. It's clear and obvious. So that's a huge move that he made too. So I just wanted to make this video, remind everybody that this is still Gruden's team. This is still Gruden's team. I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, we won these games without Gruden. No, this is Gruden's team. This is Gruden's scheme. He prepared everybody for this moment. And who knows? We really don't know. Like, is it far-fetched to think that Gruden regularly talks to Carr? I mean, they're next-door neighbors. And Carr has said on television, on several interviews, like I saw Gruden the other day, and he was like, hey, Carr, you got a job to do. I'll see you later. He's made little slight comments like that, like, this is what he said actually during the Colts game. You saw the announcer say that Carr said that Gruden is a close confidant of his. Wow. Maybe Gruden's having more of an impact on this team than we really know. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I have no way to confirm this. But is it really so far-fetched to think that Gruden's not talking to Carr and doesn't have an influence on this team to this day? And even if he's not talking to anybody on the team, even if he's completely isolated and has never talked to the team in these past, 10 weeks, it's still his team, and he still deserves credit for helping take us to the playoffs. Rich Bisaccia deserves credit too, yes. This whole coaching staff, this roster, Mark Davis, but so does Jon Gruden, man. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree with me, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Gruden deserves some credit for taking us here? And what do you think about Gruden coming back in the NFL? Should he be allowed back? I definitely think he should. And I hope it's with the Raiders in some capacity. I don't know. You know what? It would be really interesting if Gruden was like the president of football operations. I mean, there's other things besides head coach that I think he could do. A lot of us haven't even considered. So shout out to you guys, though, for checking out this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. We're going to keep building. We're never going to stop talking about the Raiders because I could talk about the Raiders all day, bro. So this is Wi-Fi Willie. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. And I hope to see you on the next one. Go Raiders.